Hi everyone! How are we doing? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody! Hi Vivian, hi Montserrat, hi Leah, hi Riri, hi Sarah, hi Mags, hi Kathleen. How are we doing, friends? Hi Roman. I'm doing well, thank you so much, Mags. I can't believe today's our last square. I seriously can't believe today's our last square. It's so strange. So strange. Time is flying. It's flying by. Yeah, I just can't believe it. I cannot believe that it's our last square. How are you doing today, Mags? Okay, we're gonna give folks some time to get here so that we are all good. Equal parts excited and sad. Oh, I'm so glad that you can hang out with us, Montserrat. I hope that it lifts your spirits a bit. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Ariga. Hi, Ariga, Jan, and Sharik. How are we doing? Am I early? It's noon, right? Yeah, noon on Saturdays. No worries. No worries, Nitty Ad. Maybe we'll catch you after. Hello, happy Valentine's Day, happy Galentine's Day, happy sad day, everybody. Kathleen, you feel bittersweet. I know, it's so strange. It's like, it's so strange. I'm already so excited for next year and like the changes that I'm gonna make. Um, Start thinking up some names, friends, because while we kiki next week and do the border, we're gonna figure out a name for this blanket so that it has a name. We had determined that we would do it as a group. We would do it together at the end of the cal. Like now that we've all gotten through the blanket and like go off of our feeling and like how we feel with the blanket and stuff, and then pick the name. So, Aria Yarn, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. Which two did you get? Thank you. Hi, Kathy. So happy to be here. I've been trying to find a shrug like you wore at your wedding. I'd really like to make one. Oh, I can post the link. Yay, Nitty Ad. Yeah, Kathy, let me grab the link for it. It was a super simple pattern. I had to make a lot of adjustments for sizing. So definitely try on as you go and like be flexible with a lot of frogging. Let me let me find it. It was, oh, I'm trying to remember. I got it. I had to have gotten it. I think I got it just before my wedding. Yep, here it is. Ever After Sleeve Scarf by Hello Gabby. It was so simple. I highly recommend using like a worsted weight yarn that has a lot of halo to kind of like fill in the gaps of the stitches because you use such a large hook. I would definitely recommend that. Of course. Only 47 to go by March. Can I do it? You can do it. There's 2 weeks. You like zoomed through those first 41 rows. I don't know how many times I need to tell you that you can totally do this. That I have all confidence in you. So here's my wedding shrug pattern. There we go. Just one more row and Heart Crafter. Thank you so much for getting the sweatshirts. I really hope that you enjoy them. Yeah, see, you have a whole community rooting behind you, Nydia Ad. You totally got this. And it's like not even the beginning of March. It's like the first like week and a half of March, right? That you need to buy. You totally got this. You totally got this. Is anyone else in love with claw clips? Because I am. The ones for your hair? Hello, hi, my name is Sammi, and this is the New Year, New Blanket Crochet Along, our last stitch of the blanket, brought to you by Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com. We would love to have you, and we would love to see what you are making. If you are already a member, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. What is in your cup, y'all? What's on your hook? Post pictures on Yarn Over Hook so we can see what everybody's working on. We'll do a Yarn Over Hook check. Denise, how are you? Well wishes from Springford, Massachusetts. How are you doing? Thank you for the well wishes. Well wishes back at you from California. I mean, I can't use claw clips for my hair because my hair is way too thick. Way too poofy for that. But I love that for you, Montserrat. Leah just used my Lion Brand gift card this morning. Got the Lion Brand ice cream yarn. Plan on making dream catchers for my kids. Leah, I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. I love that. Oh, I love that so much. Please post pictures of your dream catchers. We'd love to see. Oh, I love that so much. Okay. So announcements. Today's Saturday. There's a new video out. There's a new video out this morning. I'd love your hypes, likes, and comments. It's a hot takes, my crochet hot takes. Let me know what your hot takes are in the comments, and maybe we'll do a part 2. And let me know what you agree or disagree with. I really enjoyed doing that video because it's like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes like hot takes, there's a lot of hot take videos. But this one, I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed doing this one. And I feel like because my hot takes aren't so, I feel like my hot takes are more like warm takes. They're not so polarizing. But I really do have like a sturdy opinion on some things, especially in the crochet world. We have shared plenty during these lives. So definitely check that out if you're down for a little hot takes video. Let me put that in the chat. Yeah, a little fire emoji. There we go. Thank you so much to friends who have already enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for your support. A new episode of Exploration Crochet came out on Thursday, so make sure you give that a listen. And a short. I just uploaded a short for y'all for the seaming method that we will be doing for this blanket. So you can kind of reference that to see exactly where we're going to be going. But with, I'll, so I actually decided that I'm going to do a little demo today because so many of y'all are already done with your squares. So after we're done with the staggered double crochet demo, we'll do a quick seaming demo. I'll do the same thing on Tuesday. I'll just probably go a bit slower and seam with y'all. But I want to do a quick demo during this to get y'all started, and you can watch the short as well if you want a little bit of additional like visual on how we're going to do the seam. The seam is incredibly simple, incredibly simple. It's just a matter of placement of your feeding yarn and your hook, where you insert your hook. That's the only thing that you really have to pay attention to. But it's fast, it's easy. I literally seamed my entire blanket in one sitting. Like, I think we put on probably my true crime, probably some cult thing, and I was able to get it done before it was over. So very, 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 very simple. No worries, Leah. Enjoy your V-Day. See you Tuesday. So here is flat zipper seam. So here is the short for it. So you can save that and check that out. But I will do a demo at the end. How to get started, how to do it, and then how to cross seams, how to cross the seams. Okay? You are so positive. I so enjoy watching all you do. Thank you for making my day. Of course, Kathy. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I hope you're having a great day so far. I think that's it. Yeah. So this square also had a chart. I'm loving charts. I'm loving making charts. I'm getting better at making charts. So if you enjoyed the chart as a nice, like, it's definitely the simplest one of the charts that we've had. It's definitely the simplest one. But as I was writing it out, I was like, this is kind of hard to describe like stitch placement. So let me go ahead and make a chart. So I made a chart. So please enjoy the chart. Great. Did Nightbot share that? I know I've been like asking Nightbot to share a lot of things, like all at once. Here it is. New Year, new blankets. Pin. Hi, Cammy. Hi, Cam. Oh my gosh. Cam, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm so glad you're able to make it. Cam. Cam is one of our like foundation chain, like early lives. I missed you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. Mags, I found the chart super helpful on this one. It really helped me visualize the pattern. Yeah, because it's like the placement, especially at the ends. I was like I'm saying it right, but I think we need a visual. So I'm glad that you enjoyed the chart. I'm glad that it was helpful. Sarah, iced coffee in your cup, hat on your hook. Wanted something mindless. I love it. Okay, so peppermint tea in my cup. Oh, alligator on your hook. Mags, that sounds fun. Ariga, I'm in Southeast Alaska and working on a scarf. How is the weather up there right now? Oh my gosh. I'm sure your scarf is super cozy. Happy I didn't oversleep it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me be sure I have this up. And that, my hook, the yarn. Okay. I think we're good. So we're working on the staggered double crochet. This stitch is super, super fun. Super fun. Very, very quick. Oh my gosh, this square is so fast. And it's like, I feel like it's a nice alternative, like I said last time, it's a nice alternative to the standard V-stitch it actually kind of looks like the V-stitch. Like it almost looks like the V-stitch, but I feel like this is more sturdy and less meshy. So I really like this as an alternative to the V-stitch if you want something that's still open, but not so meshy. Like I would not describe this stitch as meshy. I describe it as open, but not meshy. Good morning, Trish. How are you doing? Hi, Maria. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? Mags, a less meshy V-stitch is a perfect description. Yeah, it's like it's really nice. It's really nice. I feel like it would make a nice light scarf, a nice light cardigan or top, like a nice light blanket. Absolutely. I definitely think that this is a good one. Okay. Um I'm glad I finally get to make a live. Yay, Trish! I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay. So, recovering? Good. Very good to hear. Very good to hear. All right. So, let's go ahead and dive into this one. I'm going to switch to Manicam. I'm going to be sure I have everything. I don't know why I feel like I don't have everything. I don't like that feeling because I hope I have everything. Let me get this out. Let's check this center pull. Jen, how are you doing? I'm getting ready for my Valentine's date. I'm gonna wear my sweater and my beret. I finished both! Jen, I'll post pics once I can get some taken in daylight. Yay! Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see. Yuck. 0 out of 10. Oh, that was an awful center pull. Really? Yeah. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Please hold. Oh gosh, this is awful. Here it is. There's that. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, cool. So we have the pattern up. I have it pinned here. I think we are good to begin. I think we are good to start. You started the Suzette Cardi. How's it going? How's it going? Vivian Crosby, how are you? Montserrat, hot take. I avoid center pulls for this very reason. Not every skein is a good center pull, for sure. Not every skein is a good center pull. Okay, so I think I'm good. I think I'm good to begin. We're good to begin. Good to begin. Of my gauge swatch here. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, let's start. Hello, hi. Okay, so you're going to need a 5mm hook and whatever you decide for your color B. Color B. So it's going to be the same color as your sedge. Same color as the sedge stitch. Okay. Our gauge, 4 by 4 inches, 10 by 10 centimeters, is 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rows. Okay. When you're measuring your rows, you want to be sure that you put this right at the bottom here, right at the bottom of that row. Okay, if you come down too low, it's not going to be even. Just make sure that you're placing that really nice and even there. Okay, 1, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to count these V's sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 by 7. Super easy for this one. The special stitch is a double crochet 2 together. So double crochet 2 together is considered a decreased stitch. It's not the same as the cluster stitch, which also sometimes is referred to double crochet 2 together. I don't know why. It's also referred to that sometimes. This is the double crochet 2 together. Oh, I don't have my cards. That's what it was. I was going to do a little quiz. I thought that I brought them. Oh, I didn't. I thought that I brought them. But it's in your chart. Double crochet 2 together. And in the chart, it's actually called a decrease, double crochet decrease. And I'm pretty sure I put double crochet 2 together as well on there. I might have. If not, definitely write that on the card because this is also considered double crochet 2 together. So it's the one with 2 double crochet and it's like this, and there's a bar at the top, and each has a little slash. So you guys have seen it. You can see it on the chart. You can see it on the chart here. Double crochet 2 together. So that's going to be this stitch here. Okay. So you can refer to our chart in the pattern. You can refer to the chart in the pattern. So the biggest thing about this one is just remembering to go back. Like, don't keep going forward. You have to go back first and then forward, back and then forward, back and then forward. That's the biggest thing to remember for this stitch. Otherwise, it's super, super simple. You gotta pay attention where you're putting your hook in first. Okay? So grabbing your B, color B, for the small square, for the small blanket, you're going to chain, oh my gosh, why am I having such trouble? There we go. You're gonna chain 22. For the medium, you're gonna chain 36. And for the large, you're gonna chain 42. Okay? You don't wanna chain too tight. If you chain too tight, it's gonna cinch the bottom of your square, especially because while we're going into every chain, the staggering and the double crochet 2 together could end up tightening your square. So you wanna be sure that you are not going too tight on your chain. See, that stitch is so pretty. Is the cardigan you're working on the same one as the zipper and is blue here on YouTube? That pattern is definitely my feature to crochet. Ooh, it's the Suzette Raglan cardigan by MJ's Off the Hook Design. So I'm working on it in our YouTube members live cam. It's a nice pattern. It's a nice one. And it's my first raglan. I'm like super excited. I'm super excited for it. Okay, great. No worries, Cam. Alrighty, so let me get that over here. Well, that's like pretty. Hold on. Let's get some like. Ooh, who am I? Crochet influencer or what? Okay, so we're going to chain 22 for the small, 36 for the medium, 42 for the large. We're going to double crochet 2 together in the 4th and 5th stitch or chain from our hook. Okay, so we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll begin our double crochet 2 together in that 4th chain and in the 5th chain. So in order to begin that, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that 4th chain, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, and stop right there. Don't go any further. We're only half doing this double crochet because we need to do 2 together. We have to finish 2 double crochet together. Okay, so now we're going to yarn over and insert our hook into the next chain. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. We'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops to complete that join. So we have our first V here, our first upside down V here, and our first double crochet 2 together. Yay! Now we'll chain 1, and we're going to do the same thing over the next 2 chains. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook into that next chain, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. Stop right there. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. With 3 loops on our hook, we'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And then chain 1. And that's it. We'll repeat that sequence all the way across until there's 1 chain remaining. Super simple, very, very, very easy stitch. And this is a fun one because it is a decreased stitch. So when we've completed one, we have decreased our stitch count, our total stitch count by 1, which is why we're chaining 1 to add back to that stitch count to compensate for the decrease that we just did. So you're familiar with the single crochet decrease that we have been doing on our edges, just in case we need to add stitches to get to our magic number. This is that exact same method, just with a double crochet. You can even do it with a half double crochet. You can do it with a treble crochet. It's very, very fun, a very versatile decrease stitch. And we'll just go all the way across. How many folks have already finished this square? I feel like I saw like 3. You guys are so fast. And I got it up earlier yesterday than I thought I would. So I'm glad that you guys were able to do it. Who is all done? Who's all done with their squares? And then our last DC2 tog. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was I doing there? Hold on. Run that back. There we go. Chain 1. And we are at our last stitch here. We've done some amazing DC2 togs. We've done some amazing ones here. So now we're just going to do a standard double crochet in that last chain. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook into that last chain, yarn over, and pull through. Yeah? Oh, you bookmarked the one from Theory Crochet? Wait, can you share that one? Hold on, my little thing keeps moving. Do you mind sharing it on Yarn Over Hook, Cam? Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, yarn over, and pull through the remaining 2 loops on your hook. No, like on the main page, on the main feed. I'm sure it will inspire others. So you can share it on the main feed on Yarn Over Hook if you'd like. Mags, I finished it but realized when you showed yours, I did the wrong color. I know I could leave it, but I'm going to redo it. Oh no! Color B, color B. Cheers, friends. Water break. Hi, Sharon. Unclaw your hands. Unshrimp your pasta. Oh, how are you doing, Sharon? I'm so sorry, Max. Oh my gosh. Yeah, same color as your sedge. I haven't started it, but it's on my TBC, like TBR. I don't know what we call that. Yeah, like to be crocheted. I like that TBC because like what I've used is like wish in progress, but that's still the same acronym as work in progress. So I like TBC, to be crocheted. I usually just say Q. It's like in my queue, my crochet queue, but I like TBC. Hi Gemma, how are you doing? Oh gosh, I don't know if I have a biggest project. What's the biggest project you've ever done? No worries, I have no idea why I had it in my head. It was the other color. I have been so careful up until this time. At least it's a quick stitch. I know, at least it's a quick one. At least it's a quick one. Okay, so from here, we're just going to turn. No turning chain, just turn. In the top of that double crochet from the previous row, we'll do a stacked single crochet. So we'll insert our hook into that stitch, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, or the 2 loops on your hook. And then you're going to insert your hook into this post here. It's so funny, I always refer to this as this leg, but I feel like post sounds a bit more professional. So into this post of this stitch. I'm pretty sure that is the correct term. So insert your hook into that post, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. Then from here, we're going to start our DC2 tog. So we'll yarn over. We're going to insert our hook into this chain space here from the previous row. So into this chain space first. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, insert your, pull through those first 2 loops only. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain space. Getting ahead of myself. Insert your hook into the next chain space. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops only. We have 3 loops on our hook, 2 half done double crochet. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. And then chain 1. And now, so this is like the difference from that first row. That first row, we just went into the next 2 chains. You don't want to go into the next 2 chain spaces from here on out. You need to go back into that one that you just were in, and then the next one. So it's like boop, and then boop, boop, and then boop, boop, and then boop, boop. Like you go back and then forth, and back and then forth, and back and then forth. You always want to go into the one that you finished first. So we'll yarn over. We're going to insert our hook into this chain space first, where the end of our DC2 tog is. So we'll insert our hook there, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops only. Yarn over, insert sound effects with a huge smile on my face. Thank you. I'm so glad. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain space. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And then chain 1. So you can see this is our first DC2 tog. And this is our second DC2 tog. So we went boop, 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 boop. We're going to go back. You always want to go back. Boop, 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 boop. So that you have 2 double crochet in each of the spaces. Okay? Yarn over. We're going to go back into that chain space we just worked into. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops only. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next space. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops only. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And then chain 1. And then going back into that same space first. And then we're going to do this all again, all the way across. Trish, I think once I get on this stitch, it will be easier. Oh, good. Wait, say again? Where's Rihanna? I'm sure I wasn't the only one hearing Aaliyah with the back and forth. Wait, which Aaliyah song? Michelle would know too. Michelle's like really good with the song. Why? What do you mean? Why are you talking about yourself like that, Montserrat? Take it back. Delete it. You can crochet. You do crochet. What are you talking about? I don't think I know that song. I'm gonna have to listen to it. I don't think I know that song. I'll probably recognize it when I hear it. Montserrat, you crochet all the time. What is the reason why you can't crochet? What do you mean? I hope that this is meant to be like a funny. See, I told you Michelle would get you. But I don't know where Brianna is. Okay, so we're at our last DC2 talk from the previous row. We're going to do exactly what we did, what we have been doing. Does this keep moving? We're going to do exactly what we have been doing, except for that second leg, the second post of our DC2 talk. We're going to insert into the turning chain space. That's it. So we'll yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops only, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, then chain 1, and we're going to do a double crochet into the top of that turning chain here. So we have 1, 2, 3 chains here. So you want to do it in the third. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook into that third chain, to the top of our turning chain. Yeah, but simpler stitches. I can't with all this going back and forth. Oh, did you try? It is not that difficult. This is a very simple stitch, Montserrat, and I believe in you. I believe that you could do it. Absolutely. Yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the remaining 2 loops, whoa, on your hook. I am not one, friends, Montserrat, to give up before you started, before you even started. What is that? What is that even? Did you try, Montserrat? Don't give up before you started. You don't want to do that. That's going to prevent you from experiencing a bunch of different new things in life. You don't want to do that. Here it is. I keep pulling it out of frame. Here we go. That is our second row. So I'm going to begin the row that you will be repeating for the remaining length of your square. So from here, we'll turn. No turning chain, just turn. Insert your hook into the top of that double crochet and begin your stacked single crochet. Then we're going to go into this chain space at the bottom, at the base of our stacked single crochet first, and then the next chain space. So we're doing exactly what we did on the previous row. Just want to show you all the endings so then that's clear. You're on your back. Oh no. Oh goodness. So I have not logged out of my account. Close the browser and clear your cache. The post is almost done though. Just copy pasta. Okay, great. Montserrat, to be honest, no, I didn't. See? Sorry, I was trying to be funny. I haven't been crocheting or knitting that long. You're fine. You're fine. That's why I said, is this a joke? Are we doing a jokey joke? Sharon, I learned a new stitch today, the Trinity stitch. It's so nice. It's so nice. You had to go up 2 hook sizes or down 2 hook sizes? You should be able to close your browser and it'll lock you out, Cam. Okay. Get back here. What am I doing? Go back, go back, go back, go back. Go back to my pattern. Okay. So you're going to continue with the same stitch pattern. DC2 tog, chain 1, DC2 tog, chain 1, all the way across. And then that same situation, let me just do that again. The same situation as before. You're going to begin your DC2 tuck in that stitch that we just finished, and you're going to go between your stacked single crochet and the DC2 tuck from the previous row. So you'll go right in between. You have to go up 2, oh my gosh. And we'll go here, right in between these 2. Chain 1, and you'll do your final double crochet in the top of your stacked single crochet. And that's it. It's so simple. It's such a simple stitch. You'll just repeat this all the way up until your desired length. For the small, that's 10 rows. For the medium, it's 17. And for the large, it's 19. Okay? Just pay attention to your tension. Make sure that you're sticking to gauge so it doesn't cinch in too much. Or at all. You don't want it at all. And that's that. That's the stitch. Is there any questions? Are there any questions? This one's so fun. It's so simple. So simple. This one is the staggered double crochet. Is this a new stitch for anybody? Renee, how are you doing? New one for me, really like it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you like it. Church is new for you. Sharon, new for you. You know, I feel like when I came across this one, I feel like I was like, wait, what? I didn't realize that you could make a whole project out of a decrease stitch. Crochet Queen, also new for you. Mags is also new for you. I love it. Was there anybody who has done this stitch before? And not as a decrease, but like as a stitch like this. Is there anybody who has? Renee, doing well. Thank you so much. So what are your plans today, friends? What are your Galentine's plans? What are your sad plans? What are your Valentine's Day plans? What are your plans? My husband and I are planning to go out to eat and kind of like petter around this little section of town that we haven't been to in a long time. Get some Levain's cookies. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Get some Levain's and then come home and watch movies. I'm really excited. Same as every day. I'm boring. I just think you like routine. That's all that says to me, is you like routine. And I'm not gonna hate on that because I like routine too. We're going to our fave local bar with some neighbors. Didn't really do V-Day, but the anniversary of our first date was last week. 20 years! Wow, Renee, that's so awesome. What movies? I have no idea. My husband has the titles and I can't remember them. But they're like a lot of sleepers, a lot of like films that went under the radar. 3 of them. So we're gonna be up late. We're gonna be up late watching movies. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm hoping that I can work on my popcorn tonight. Either my popcorn or my festival blanket. I'm hoping I can work on tonight while we watch movies. Probably my festival blanket. Probably that. I'm almost done with my doodad. I'm filming a week of crochet for y'all. And after this live, I'm going to finish the last day. I'm going to film the last day of the week and finish up my doodad. I'm so excited. He is teaching right now. Quentin's teaching right now. So I have to keep myself occupied anyway until he's done teaching. And then we're going to go. I'm so hyped. Well, it was Valentine's Day yesterday for us. Oh, right. True. You're in the future, Trish. And I went and bought myself one single red rose. I love that, Trish. We don't celebrate Valentine's. It's a normal day for us. Very nice. Happy early birthday to Mr. Yarn Over Huck. Thank you. Thank you. His birthday's Monday. We're going to do some stuff tomorrow. We're going to go to spa and get some, to K-Spa, and then go to a Korean restaurant and get some bibimbap and green onion pancake because I love green onion pancake. And then on his actual birthday, we're just going to veg. I'll probably spend the whole day editing and like let him have some him time and play video games and stuff. My husband teaches. What is he teaching this term? I think he is teaching color theory. I think he is teaching color theory this year. I feel like it changes, but maybe it doesn't. But color theory. Color theory and visual development, I think is maybe what the whole thing is called. He works in animation. So he teaches one semester a year and helps other kiddos who want to get into games and animation. Yeah, I show myself I love myself, and that teaches my son that we need to love ourselves before anyone can love. I love that, Trish. That's so sweet. I love that. When I was growing up, my dad set the standard for me for Valentine's Day. Every Valentine's Day, he got me something. It was always something, always a stuffy and a card, maybe some chocolates. Maybe he took me out to eat. It was always so, so lovely. Every Valentine's Day, it was something that I really looked forward to. And he had told me when I was older that it was to kind of like set the standard for me for like how I should be treated on Valentine's Day. Like, okay, Dad, thanks. And oh yeah, it definitely set in. My standards are high, are high, but not really like super fancy or anything. Because like our tradition for Valentine's Day is to eat pizza and watch movies. But my husband asks me every year to be his Valentine with flowers and chocolate, and we have chocolate strawberries every year. So I do get like my little treat. I still do get my little treat because I'm spoiled. So yeah, I love that, Trish. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing? Okay, so that's it. That's the stitch. This is the stitch. This is the stitch. I'm wondering if I want to give some time, but I want to show the seaming. But we'll just do. Let me show. I don't want to go too quickly. I don't want to go too quickly. So for the border, for the edge for this one, super simple for this one. You really just need to decrease on the top and the bottom of the medium and large square by 2. That's it. 2 decreases on the top and the bottom of the medium and large square to get to your magic number. For the small, you don't have to do anything. You already have 20 stitches. So you're just going to single crochet across. When you're on the sides, it is a double crochet. So you can put 2 in each of the posts, each of the stitches. Just spread them out evenly. And you want to be sure that you don't go around the stitch. Just like we've been saying, you don't want to go around the stitch, you want to go into the stitch, not around it. Otherwise, it's going to have a weird gap when you seam this blanket together. Okay, so I'll go ahead and chain 1. Double check my number here, be sure that I'm good. Awesome. So I'm going to turn, so chain 1 and then turn, single crochet in that first stitch. And I went into the chain. You could go around the chain, but I feel like for a consistent look, you'll want to go into the chain. But it really doesn't matter. If you go around the chain, it's so subtle, it doesn't matter. I'll go around the chain so you guys can see. This one I went into the chain. I went into the chain for this one. So it's just like a little tighter. It's not really a huge difference, so that's fine. But on the sides, you want to go into the post. You want to go into the post. Like typically when you do an edge stitch around a stitch, you don't want to go around it unless it's already like a mesh stitch. You want to go through the stitch, okay? But here for the chain, it doesn't really matter. You can go in the chain or you can go around the chain. I'll go into the chain for this one. And so you can see this like there's hardly a difference. This one is around the chain, so you can see the complete V of the single crochet. This one's going into the chain, so there's a little bit of that bottom part of the chain here, which makes it look a bit more dense. It's a bit more dense, this opening versus this opening, but it doesn't really matter. So I'll go around. I'll just keep alternating to show y'all what it looks like as you progress. See? There's not a huge difference. It's really not a huge difference. This is around and this is through. My husband bought me the 3 boxes of Granny Square Sharon. One came today. He spoils me all the time. I tell him I would like something and he buys it for me. Sharon, that's so sweet. Oh, I can't wait for you to get all of them. Michelle, my dad always got me and my mom candy for Valentine's Day. My hubs has a few times, no big deal. But I picked up buying candy for my mom since my dad passed away. Michelle, that's so sweet. That is so, so sweet. Renee, Sharon, that's so sweet. I have learned so much from doing this cowl. The next one will be cleaner and easier, I think. That was the whole point. You guys fell for my learning trap. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you learned a lot from this cowl. That was my goal, for this to be a learning experience as well as a giving experience, and just like an opportunity for us to create something as a community. So that makes me really happy. I'm really glad to hear that it seems like this cowl hit those marks. It makes me very, very, very happy. So here we go. Here, and then into the top of our stacked single crochet. You want to double check your magic number before you turn that corner. Double check it. Awesome. And then you'll chain 2 and turn your work. Like rotate. There we go. Rotate. Anyway, we're working on the side now. So, like I said, you want to go into the stitch, not around the stitch. So first, this is our stacked single crochet. So I'm going to go back into that same stitch that I just finished in, and then into the second part of that stacked single crochet, going into the stitch, not around it, but into the stitch. Lisa, how are you doing? And then this is a double crochet stitch here. Same thing, just poke your hook through it. It doesn't really matter how it lines up, just so long as it's not going around the stitch. Then you end up with something like that. And again, this is our turning chain here, so that's perfect, perfect example. Just go into the turning chain, not around it. Go into the turning chain. Oops. Then you'll chain 2 and turn and do the same thing on the bottom. Go into the chain. Don't go around it in between the stitches. Make sure you go into every single chain stitch at the bottom. Alrighty. Oops, there we go. Alrighty. Go through into every single stitch. So we worked into the back of our chain. So we have those bottom V's here. So you'll just work into every bottom V. Really great. He really is a great husband. We don't celebrate, but he always spoils me. I have to be careful when I say I like something. Oh, Sharon, that's so cute. My parents ever showed affection to each other in front of us kids, and as adults, I think we show our partners we love them and appreciate them in front of our kids. Trish, I like that you changed that up. My fella brought, oh, Bella, that's so cute. My fella brought me a gourmet coffee and a box of chocolates for Valentine's Day on his way to work this morning. So I'm sitting here sugar high, hyper-caffeinated, trying to focus. I love that, Kathleen. I'm glad that you're doing well, Lisa. Oh, Kathleen, that's so funny. Cam, okay, ended up posting the Suzette cardigan, by Terry TBC on computer, but it is up now. I will figure out how to log out of my own at some point or just delete it. Oh no. My sister's bringing us fresh bagels, but that's just because we have a new bagel place to try. Oh well. Oh, fun. Oh, that is so fun. Cam, can you message me and I will help you out with your profile? Or I'll message you. You're already in my inbox. So I can message you after this is done. And that's it. That's it for this stitch. It is super, super easy. Very quick. Very, very quick. You can see like the length that I got from just 3 rows. Like it's a good quick stitch. So if you want something that's like a really fast blanket or like a really nice shawl or just like a nice scarf that's like super, super quick, gives you a bit more density than like a mesh stitch, then I highly recommend this one. Highly recommend this one. Okay, so I'm gonna finish mine. If you haven't already, let me know what's in your cup, what's on your hook, what you're working on. Oh, hold on, did I miscount? Did I miss? Oh, no, no, no. I misstitched. I remember. Yeah, I needed to go back because I missed a stitch. Oh, oh goodness. Goodness. I'm a little stuck there. On your hook is a Christmas tree skirt. Already? What in the world? Are we already crocheting Christmas stuff? And your cup is coffee. I need some coffee. Aha, look at that. I did not go into my turning chain like I was supposed to. That's what I missed. There we go. Let me double check this side. Perfect. Oh, it's an order. So somebody's just getting ahead. Michelle drinking citrus mint tea. Ooh. And working on another long wave square. Fun. Oh, right. Because you said that, because I feel so bad because of my typo. I hope that it goes quickly. Also, your V-Day sounds perfect, Sammy, especially the wandering around together and movies. We are doing a movie as well and dinner and staying in. Oh, I love that, Cam. Yeah, we've done this since we started dating. We just like ordered pizza. Like when we were vegan, we went to this like we had a go-to vegan place here in LA called Cruisers. Such good vegan pizza. My mouth is already watering. And so we would get our vegan pizza and then we would just queue up a movie or like watch a TV show or true crime and just goof off. But this year we wanted to get out, especially because we haven't been to this part of LA in a long time. And we're really excited, and I want Levains. Happy Valentine's Day, Lisa. What movie are you watching, Cam? In my cup is coffee. On my hook is just quick makes. As of Wednesday, I may not be able to crochet as I have my second surgery next Wednesday. Oh no, Trish. How long are you going to be out of commission? I have a little instant sweet coffee mix in my cup and resting hands because I overdid it this week, but I will post what I almost finished this week. Oh, I can't wait to see. Unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pasta. Cheers. I feel like this weekend is packed. And it's fun because, like, I feel like for a lot of people at least. Hi, Anna. How are you doing? I feel like for a lot of people at least in the US, President's Day is on Monday. So folks have that off. So my husband didn't even have to call off of work for his birthday, which was really nice. I can't remember the last time that his birthday landed on President's Day. I feel like it happened before though. So does anybody have any weekend, like any plans for the long weekend? I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Anna. How are you doing? How's your weekend so far? You're not sure yet? Oh, Trish, I hope it goes smoothly and that recovery is quick. There we go. Hit our magic number. Turn. And evenly distribute on the side. So the 17, you go down to easy peasy. Hi, Gracie. How are you doing? Well, thanks. Just here doing dishes. Very nice, Anna. That sounds relaxing. It's Family Day on Monday for the provinces that participate here in Canada. Oh, what do you do? Our company doesn't give us another holiday until May. Boo! And I'm hopefully going for a drive in a new family car a bit later today. Fun! What kind of car did you get? That sounds fun. Congratulations on your new car. Congratulations to your family. Sharon, we went to see my oldest daughter, her husband, and baby son today. It's so great to see them, except they have nasty colds again. My grandson's really sick again and never stops. Oh no. That's such a bummer. Sick old kids are so sad. That's so sad to me. They're just like trying to live life and they feel miserable and don't understand what's going on. It makes me so sad. Amanda, you post a picture of the blanket you're making. Okay, cool. Let me do a yarn over hook check, friends. Post your pictures. Post pictures of what you're working on. No, Cam just did too. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. I'll finish up my square. And then I have ends to weave in before I start seaming. Like almost all of my granny square ends are not woven in. And then wait. What did I do? Okay. I need to weave in my ends on my granny squares, which is fine. I have one more granny square I need to make. And then we can start seaming. So maybe I'll actually do that tonight. Maybe I'll seam tonight. Well, no, because I can't seam everything. I have to be able to demo on Tuesday. Ow. Oh, Sharon. Poor guy. Poor little buddy. Oh my gosh. I hope that he recovers soon. You're working on a Denver football team towel topper. Fun, Lisa. Is it for you or is it a commission? Is it a gift? Okay, let me count my stitches to be sure that I'm good. I will try to get an easy shift though. It's easier on my. Oh, nice. Okay, good. So you can kind of relax a little bit. Can you crochet at work, Cam? Perfect. Magic number. Oh, it's an order. Nice, nice. Nice, Cam. And there we are. Do you see how it's like it's airy, but it's not really mesh. It's just open. Love it. Love this stitch. Okay, let me do a yarn over hook check. Amanda, book cover blanket of the books I have read, listened to so far this year. This is just January's books. Amanda! What? Loving all these books, by the way. Wow. And you're just gonna patchwork them together for a blanket? Amanda, that's so cool. That is so cool. I know, wouldn't this stitch be great for a summer top? It is a pretty color, Renee. That's part of why I stuck with it, even though it's so challenging sometimes. Okay, I can crochet at work as well, which is really nice. Sick kids are the worst. You feel sick too, even if you're not, right? Poor buddies. Amanda, that's incredible. That's so cool. Cam added to my TBC. Ooh, ooh, I like this. I like this. Oh my gosh. Cam. Taylor. I don't know if you're here. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that starter looks good. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, I literally just saw it, Cam. Wait, did you just now come back? No, that's so cute, especially with a zipper. I feel like my husband would wear this. If I like taper the sleeves, I feel like he'd really like that. Yeah. That's really fun. I think I might make my husband one. I feel like he'd really like that. I have to make a rabbit for a friend and my nephew. Oh, nice, Anna. Yeah, Amanda, that's incredible. That's incredible. He's only 10 months. He's been sick for months. Oh. Oh, he's at daycare. That makes sense. That makes sense why he's always sick. Um, if you just started, this will probably go on for a few months until his immune system's used to it. But 10 months. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's super gender neutral. And if I cuff the sleeves, he'll love it. If I add a trim and a cuff to the sleeves, he'll love it. Yeah, I'll have to try that. Okay, friends. So I want to do a seam demo. Do a quick seam demo for y'all. Just because so many of you guys are already done or close to done with the squares, that I don't want you guys to wait until Tuesday to get the full demo. The short shows the basic stitch, the basic technique for the flat zipper stitch, but I want to give you guys a full demo of the stitch. Okay, so let me put this, yeah, this up here. Move this. I'm glad I decided to redo my square. I actually managed to meet Gage Mags on the last stitch square. You did it. You did it, Joe. That's incredible. Confetti for Mags. Confetti. I love it. I'm so excited. I am so excited for you. But is it gonna match your other squares? Is it gonna match your other squares? I hope. Maybe we add a TBC category. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely we can do that. Thank you, Cam. Let me make a note. You're talking about for posts, right? For the topics? Yeah, we'll add that. Let me make a note of it. That's so fun, Amanda. It's seriously so fun. I can't wait to see your progress throughout the year for it. Okay, topics tab. Crocheted. Okay, I'm making a note of that one. That's a good suggestion, Cam. Yeah. Thank you. They are all the same size. They just have all different row counts in the pattern. No worries. I'm glad that on the final square you met Gage. I love it. This is a Gage journey for you. I wish you could reply to people in here. Well, I know. I wish that like it used to. You used to be able to like to do that in the live stream chat. I wish that you could. Okay. Let me get this here and be sure this is good. So I'm going to do a seaming demo. We'll do this again on Wednesday. So no stress if you're still working on squares. But I wanted to do this again because there's so many people who are already done. They're already done with their squares. So I really wanted to give you guys opportunity to go ahead and get started. Okay, there we go. Yeah? Yeah, okay, great. I'm gonna be sure that's in frame. To Max, you're engaged. Perfect for Valentine's Day. That is so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Max, congratulations on your engagement. Okay, so quick seaming demo. For the seam, you're going to want your 5.5 millimeter hook. So the larger hook for this pattern. You want to seam in a larger hook because then it won't be too tight. Okay, so make sure that you seam in, in a larger hook. Don't seam in your 5 millimeter that we've been using for the stitches. Seam in a 5.5. Should I tell my wife? Max. Wow, that's so awesome, Amanda. All right. So tip for this one, we're going to use our main color, so the color that you used for your granny squares. So you want to seam with your main color. The border can be any color that you want, but you want to seam with your main color. Okay? Seam with the main color. You ready? With her crochet. Love the colors. Thank you, Lisa. So here, don't put this on your hook. You'll make your slip knot, but don't put it on your hook yet. The reason being is because we need our feeding yarn to be at the back of our project. It needs to be feeding from behind. Max. It needs to be feeding from behind, okay? So don't put this on your hook and then begin. Just get it ready. All right, so larger hook and your squares. So when you're going into your square, to work into your square, you always want to go into your granny square first, into your main color square first. And I'll show you why. You always want to go into it first. It's going to switch sides depending on where you are. So you always want to go into it first. All right. I'm not gonna slide off. Don't slide off, please. So we're gonna take our hook. We're gonna go into the granny square corner, that chain 2 corner here first. And then we're going to go into the chain 2 corner of your stitch square. So whatever stitch square it is. There we go. Okay, so you'll have something on your hook that looks like this. Be sure that this looks okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, looks great. Looks good. Okay, so we went into the granny square corner first, then the stitch. All right. Now we're going to take our yarn, go behind your project. So behind the project, because you want the yarn to feed from behind the project. So behind the project, now put it on your hook. And then you can tighten. Make sure that your feeding yarn stays at the back of your project. It needs to stay at the back of your hook. So when you're crocheting, it's going to feel like you're more crocheting up and pulling from the back, as opposed to crocheting this way and kind of just yarning over and going. It's going to feel like this, like you're going forward instead. So once you have your loop, your yarn, your feeding yarn on your hook, pull it through both of those corners. Then you'll have something like this. So you'll have a loop on your hook with your squares, and your feeding yarn is at the back here. Okay. Again, you're going to enter your granny square first. You want to go in the back loops only of both of your projects. So the back loop will be like the inside loop. You can think of it as the inside loops as well. So when you're putting your 2 projects together, so you have these outside loops, and then you have the inside loops, or the back loops of your projects. Go into your main color first, into your granny square first, and then the stitch square. Yarn over, pull through all 3 of those loops on your hook. Then we have our first little zipper. I'm going to do a couple more of those, and I'm going to show you what it'll look like if you go into your stitch square first. So you're going into this loop here, back loop, or the inside loop, and then your stitch square loop, making sure to keep your yarn behind your project. So sometimes you might want to go like this underneath it, because you're holding it forward like this. So you'll end up with your hook behind your feeding yarn. Make sure your hook stays in front of your feeding yarn, that your projects are in front of your feeding yarn. All of your work is in front of your feeding yarn. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Again, back loop only, starting with your granny square. And then your stitch square. Yarn over, pull through all 3. So it's just a slip stitch join. But what makes this different from regular slip stitch joins is how it lays, how you work it, and how it lays down. So that's why it's called the flat zipper, because it ends up being really flat. It ends up being flat and it looks like a zipper. I love this seam so much. So much. It is so nice. It's not intrusive, even though it's visible. It's not really intrusive like some visible stitches are, some visible seams are, and it's no sewing. I hate sewing seams. I hate sewing seams, having to measure out the length of yarn, and then you're just doing too much. I don't like it. And keeping consistent tension isn't easy. Like this seam, I love it. I love it. So then it ends up looking like this and it lays flat. So nice. So, so nice. So we'll keep going. You insert your hook into the main color first, then your stitch, yarn over, pull through all three. And once you get the rhythm down of like how that feels, it really does go quickly. It goes very, very quickly. Just pay attention on which square you're entering first. You want to be sure that you enter your main color first. And I'll show you what it'll look like if you enter your stitch color first. Yeah, it's nice. Isn't that nice? So nice. Such a nice flat seam. And it almost looks invisible. This is what's going to make it visible. So if you're joining two different color things and you're using a yarn that is the color of one of those pieces, you always want to enter that same color first. Otherwise, the other color will end up on top and visible. You want to put it on the bottom. That's why you enter it second. If you put it in first, it'll end up on top. So let me show you what it'll look like if you enter into the stitch square first, or the square of the piece that is different from the yarn that you were working with. If you insert in here first, you're ending up putting that color on top. So you can already see that it's going to be visible because it's on top of this stitch here, this square. If I yarn over and pull through, you can see it. Let me do a couple more and you can like really see the difference. And especially with this red. So you see the difference here? Now you can really see the seam. Before, you couldn't because it was all white. It's all white here. It's all of this color. So you can't see the seam. If you go into your stitch square first, you'll be able to see the color come through. And now I can see my seam. So you always want to go into your main color first, and you won't see the seam. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to switch back to going into my main color first. Isn't it? So, so cool. I was playing around with this seam a lot when I was designing this pattern. And I was like, why is that color coming through? Like, can I just do it the other way? Because like, typically it's this one first, then this one, this one, then this one, this one, this one. You're going left to right. Like we read this way. So you're gonna go left to right. So it's not really intuitive to go right to left unless you read right to left. So I was like, well, what if I just go into this one first? I'll just go right to left and see if that works. And it does. So you can see here. Now there's no seam. You don't see it. Here you see it. And then you don't see it. So you always want to go into your main color first. Flat zipper seam. I just posted a short on how to do this one. So nice. So, so nice. So now let me fix that. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue. I'm going to go ahead and continue so I can show you how to work over a seam. Work over a horizontal seam. It's super easy, and it's such a pretty seam. I think that this seam is perfect for blankets when you don't want you don't want a seam that sticks up, but you don't want to sew. I was like, there's no sewing. We are not sewing in this pattern. Like I don't like sewing seams together. I just don't. seaming is hard for me. Like it's hard for me to pick up my work and be like, I'm gonna seam. No worries, Renee. So coming across this seam, I was like, oh, like I feel like the gates of heaven opened for me. And then just making those adjustments so that the main color always sticks with, like the seam color always sticks with the main color, like so that nothing comes through. So it just looks like, look at how clean that looks. I wanted something like the, I always forget what it's called, the ladder stitch, right? Is it called the ladder stitch? The one that's like an invisible seam stitch, but you have to sew and it's like so much sewing and you have to insert your hook in the perfect direction. I was like, oof, oof, I'm good. I'm good. I need something else. And this, like I said, is completely flat. It is completely flat. You don't feel it. This is what the back looks like. It just looks like, it looks like a slip stitch. It looks like a chain. So even if you flip your blanket over, like you're like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Thank you, Vivi. I've used it before in a few items. Love it. Isn't it so nice? So nice. Like, I want to redo some of my patchwork sweaters. Oh my gosh, what is going on? You wear a bra, you understand. Goodness gracious. Trying to crochet here. If you've ever had to seam squares together and you're like, oh, that's why like, I have a sweater that I'm not sure I'm gonna finish. One, because I don't think I have the yarn for it anymore, but two, because I had to sew all the granny squares together. I didn't know of any other seaming methods. I knew like the slip stitch method, but I didn't want a seam that was, you know, like how it scrunches and so then you can feel it. I didn't know that there was a way you could do a slip stitch seam that was flat. That was flat and virtually seamless. So I feel like you get that quickness of a slip stitch join, but the invisibleness, the invisibility of that latter one. I don't even know the name of it because it like frustrates me. But the one where you like pull the string, everybody does the gimmicky shorts where they pull the string and it like and it's like invisible. This gives me the same vibe. This gives me the same vibe without sewing. And I can do a slip stitch. I don't have to measure out yarn to try to get the right amount, the right length. I'm not wasting yarn. You guys know how much I don't like long tails. And when I have to sew seam stuff together. Mattress, that one. Whatever the one is that's complicated. I always mix up mattress and ladder. Yeah, the mattress seam. The mattress seam. Yeah. Yeah. That one is anyway, we're moving on. I could go on about seaming. Seaming should be easy. Seaming should be easy. And I feel like more people would do granny square projects if seaming was straightforward. But I feel like the better looking seaming techniques are the more complicated ones. And the flat zipper, I don't see this. So that's why I was like, I need to teach the flat zipper. We need to do the zipper. I can never get the mattress seam to work right. Me neither. I have tried so many times. It frustrates me now. Anytime I see a short or a reel with that like pull it and it's invisible, I get mad. I've watched so many tutorials and I might just do one myself. I might figure it out and do it myself because I've watched so many tutorials and I do not understand where they're putting their needle. I cannot get it for some reason. So flat zipper. Flat zipper. Shall we continue? So we're gonna keep going and show you guys how to go across the horizontal seam. Should that be my next hot take? Is that seaming shouldn't be difficult. Seaming should be straightforward. There shouldn't be any tricks or gimmicks to seaming. It should be simple. Oop, oop, oop. Simple, straightforward. Something where like you can just feed from your yarn. You don't have to cut a length. Like You doing, say it again, Trish? It's clearly some kind of sorcery. Yes, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I feel like it keeps folks from doing fun projects like granny squares because they're worried about seaming everything together. And they're like, I don't want to seam. Like seaming is so like, it's so tedious. It's like up there with like either weaving in your ends or um, putting parts of amigurumi together. So many tutorials and teachers' hands covers what you need to see. That too. Like I can't and they don't place the squares in a place where I can see exactly where they're entering for the stitch. So I have no idea where they're going. I have no idea where they're going for the stitch. Okay, so as you get closer to the horizontal seam, it's going to get a little tight. Just keep going. Perfectly fine. Just make sure that that feeding yarn stays at the back of your project. Don't accidentally bring it up to the front because it is going to be easier to bring it up to the front. But just make sure that it stays behind. Boom, boom. Was that my last one? Yeah. So from here, what you can do, because this is the chain 2 that we have on each of those squares. So what you can do is work into that chain 2. No, what is it that I do here? No, don't work in the chain 2. Don't work in the chain 2. Underneath that chain 2. So you want to go underneath the seam here. Just we all noticed. Oh, you noticed. Oh, yeah. That red was standing out. Mika agreed. Hi, Mika. So you want to go underneath the seam here. Underneath the seam. Yarn over, pull through a loop, and pull it through. You're just going to chain 1. Basically, it's a chain 1. So it'll help you to get over the seam. So you'll chain 1, and then you'll just continue on. So now I'm going to be going into this square first. I'm going to be working left to right because my granny square is over here. So you'll chain 1 to get over the seam. And then you can work into that chain 2. So that's what I was mixing up in my brain. So this chain 2 here from your squares, you can insert into there. So we'll go into our granny square first, and then our stitch square. Yarn over and pull through, doing your regular zipper seam. And then go into your stitch. Just like we were doing before, you're just going to go right to left first, or this time. And go right, left to right. Oh my gosh. Take a breath. I'm clearly still heated on our seam debate. Left to right. I also don't know my lefts and rights very well. I always have to do this. So I was surprised that I was getting it right until now. I always have to do L's. So you're going to go left first this time. Right here, we did right first. And that was because our main color is on this side. So now our main color is on our left side. So you're going to go into that first. And then the stitch square. And do the exact same thing. I just have to say, can we just take a second? Do you guys see how crisp this is here? See how crisp? I want to go a little bit further on this one so we can see the crispness. Crisp. That's also something that I really like about this. Sometimes seaming granny squares, you end up with 2 corners that touch too much and then 2 that don't touch enough. So it doesn't look perfectly like sink. Like, look at that. Crisp. Crisp. That's crochet. That's crochet, friends. Love it. Love it. I feel like you can't get that crispness with sewing. which is also why I really like the slip stitch seam. Oh, crisp, crisp. This is what I was saying with like friends who were worried about their squares not being exactly the same. This seam pulls the squares together and it makes straight lines, great lines. Like I've been using this blanket, moving this blanket, all sorts of things. Like this blanket is now very loose. I've been using it a lot and moving it a lot, and look, still crisp. Seams, where is it? There we go. Seams not sagging. With sewing, your stitches can get loose in some spots and tighter in others. With a slip stitch join, you can keep that tension tight, but you also want it nice and flat and crisp, not that like jumbled up like bunch, like that seam that you can see, like feel, that textured seam. Like it's still crisp. Crisp. Nice, crisp seams. Okay. Hi, Tina. Thank you. I'm so glad you think so. So fresh and so clean. So straight and so crisp. So straight and so crisp, crisp. I do the same thing. I just point where I need to tell them. You know, I was doing so well and I messed it up. Tina, how are you? Thank you so much. It's beautiful, crisp. Yeah, this is a nice seam. And that's it. Put the squares in whatever order you want. I will put up the chart for the order that I am doing if you want to follow that order. But honestly, lay out your squares, go with whatever you're feeling, like feel the vibe it out, see what you like. Put the squares wherever you'd like. If you want to chaos and put all the granny squares on one side and all the stitch squares on the other, feel free. I don't know. I'm not your boss. You're an adult. So yeah, have fun. Have fun seaming your stitch squares, friends. Hi, Kelly. Have fun seaming. So I can show you guys again, even on this side. So this side we were going left to right. I was picking up this loop first and then this loop. This is just perfect because this is the opposite. So I can show again. Don't forget to switch. As you're seaming, don't forget to switch. So you'll insert on the right first and then the left, keeping your yarn behind your work. You see how quick this could be? Like, once you get the rhythm of it, it goes so fast. It goes so, so fast. A little overexposed over here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm hoping that you can still see everything well. I had to change the exposure for the green. Is that an end? Oh yeah, I have to work my ends anyway. I had to change my exposure for the green and forgot I was going to be showing the white. So I hope it's not too blown out. Okay, will we seam row by row or square by square? Row by row. I'm only doing this way so that I could show y'all. So how I did it was I laid out all of my squares and then I grabbed them in order. So like whatever you want to do. And I did the long first or the short? I think I did short first. Yeah, I think I went left to right and then top down is what I did. So I did all the left to right seams and then I did top down or down up, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter which way you go. But that's how I did it. I didn't do square by square. I did it row by row. So it's 4 by 5 are the blankets. So you'll have 4 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll have 4 seams going this way and then 3 seams coming down. Is that correct? Yeah, that's right. So you'll have 4 seams going this way, 3 seams going down or this way, whichever way you want to go. But I did all of the rows first and then I did columns. That's an easier way to do it. I did all the rows first and then columns. Of course, Kathleen. Are all messages public or is there DM capability with mutual follows? How do you mean, Cam? Like when you message me? On Yarn Over Hook? You don't need to be mutually following each other to DM, if that's your question. Crisp. Can we just appreciate the crispness again? And flat. Crisp. This is your ASMR, your crochet ASMR. Crisp. Could you imagine? What would crochet ASMR be? What would that be? Not yarn squeaking on hooks. No, thank you. Oh, I like this sound. I like the sound of a stitch marker going in. I like that one. Like, I don't know why, but I like that sound. That like click click. And then maybe scissors cutting yarn. Mika, you were gonna say yarn on hook, yarn on furls hooks, but not the squeaky yarn on regular hooks. But like, and like smooth yarns, and it's just like, shh, shh, shh. Like it's like soft, and then like the like shing shing, like the like sword fight sound that like furls hooks gives when you're crocheting with them, but not squeak. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah. That sound, Mika. All right, friends. I think that is it for our tutorial for today. Where'd my square go? What in the world? Oh, here it is. So that is the staggered square. That's the staggered square. So fun, so much fun. And then that was a brief tutorial on how to do the seaming. We'll go over it again on Tuesday, but for those who are done, definitely want to give you guys that head start so that you guys can get going with the seaming. Like you'll probably be done over the weekend. It's so fast, so fast. Oh yeah, speaking of furls, so next Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time, so 8 a.m. Pacific Time, I'll be live with Mrs. DeVeter on the Furls channel. So make sure that you go to the Furls channel, hit that notification, and come hang out with us next Friday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Check out the hot takes, crochet hot takes video from this morning. And thank you so much, friends who have already liked, typed, and commented. I really appreciate all of the support. It gets the channel out there and the videos out there so that we can get more and more crochet friends into our community. I figured out how you can log out. Mobile's just confusing. Mobile is confusing. So if you do desktop view, you should be able to do it. But did you figure it out, Kim? Did you see TL Yarncraft's new Q&A video? She talks about why she doesn't model her own patterns. I've been going back and watching lives and saw you were wondering about this recently. Oh, I was wondering about that. I'll have to look at that. It's just so fun. Love seeing everyone. Loved having you here, Cam. We've missed you. So glad that you were here. I would hang out longer, but I want to finish filming for y'all so that you can have a nice long vlog next week. So I'm going to go finish the doodad blanket and get some filming in. I still can't believe I'm going to be done with that blanket. So thank you again, friends, for all of your support. Make sure you check out the video that was out today. If you need to see the zipper stitch in motion again, rewatch this live or just watch the short. And check out Thursday's podcast episode from Exploration Crochet. And I will see you guys Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you, Renee. Y'all have a great, amazing, lovely, sad day, Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day. I think that's it. I think that's it. Mags, thank you so much to our top crochet friends. Mags, thank you so much. Sarah, Kathleen, thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Still no red squares. So I'm gonna talk to YouTube about that because I don't understand why we're not seeing red squares still. Don't forget to like the live if you enjoyed it. Let's have one last cheers for the day. Cheers. Ooh, that's like cold, crisp water. Today was a crisp day. All right, friends. Thank you so much. Keep an eye out on the New Year, New Blanket blog pattern page for a link to the short and a link to Tuesday's live and instructions on how to seam. Okay, I'll get that up there probably tonight or tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Bye, friends. Bye. Before we go, I want to give a huge shout out to our YouTube members. Thank you so much for your support. Your membership helps us to create videos just like this one. Thank you again so much for supporting the Yarn Over Hook team, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Yarn Over Hook, social media for crocheters. Create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. Join for free today at yarnoverhook.com.